Welcome to Zentiva Sustainability Podcast. At Zentiva, we believe that each and every one of us can contribute to taking care of our planet and do what we can to protect it so that future generations can enjoy life as much as we do. We act today for a sustainable tomorrow, and as part of our environmental pathway, we find it important to educate and empower our associates, and we warmly invite you to join us and follow our new initiative, the Zentiva Sustainability Podcast, with a series of episodes where experts explain different areas of environmental protection.
I'm Zuzana Matoušková, the Corporate Social Responsibility Officer at Zentiva, and in today's episode we will focus on biodiversity and will discover together a surprising connection between bees and artificial intelligence. For this topic, we have invited two special guests, Vladimír Vasilev, Sales and Marketing Director, and Kostadin Angelov, Technical and Technology and Science Director, both from the company Beesma Technologies, Polanity. Hello Vladimír, hello Kostadin. Thank you for accepting the invitation to our Sustainability Podcast.
Hello, it's a pleasure to be here.
Zentiva has been partnering with Polanity since 2022 in Bulgaria, and has now expanded the cooperation to the Czech Republic. We support the restoration of biodiversity by adopting beehives, as bee plays such an important role. But we know that Polanity does much more. Vladimír, could you please tell us more about Polanity?
Yes, of course. Polanity is a company with a mission. The main mission is to safeguard the pollinators in Europe in order to protect our natural ecosystems. Because we want to change how people interact and impact the environment. That's critical to have the world that we know today and to help it thrive. What we do, we convert ecological data into smart insight, helping citizens and companies worldwide to actively achieve their sustainability goals and to have a positive impact. Our work is in the intersection of technology and nature, and our main source of data and work is actually the bees, the honeybees and the pollinators, who are actually one of the critical organisms to sustain this balance in our ecosystem. So we protect the biodiversity by having technology innovations and mission-driven business models, like the Adopt a Hive program, in which Zentiva is part in both Bulgaria and the Czech Republic. And since 2019, we engaged over 250 companies and millions of individuals, not only in Bulgaria, but also in Romania and the Czech Republic and other countries where we have different type of projects. But if I need to summarize all of our activities, we basically support the beekeepers, promote sustainability, and aiming for a world where modern society and nature thrive together.
Thank you very much. That's very interesting. Coming to you, Kostadin, could you please explain the role of artificial intelligence and your cooperation with universities?
Sure. So our collaboration with universities and academia started with the Hivopolis project, which started about 6 years ago, and we completed successfully earlier this year. The project aimed at integrating robotics with the superorganism of the honeybee colony, and to create a novel biohybrid system in this way. So basically combining biology and technology, and also swarm intelligence with human technology and artificial intelligence. So AI plays numerous roles in the innovations in the project, ranging from computer vision, which helps us collect data on the colony and what it's doing at any given moment, to neural networks that help beekeepers with their decision-making and hive management practices. So by collecting real-time data, passing it through models that scientists built, and the new artificial intelligence models that are trendy, basically we're helping more sustainable beekeeping and Now, with the new project that we're starting, we're actually taking this to a new level where we want to again combine honeybee colonies, technology, and artificial intelligence to learn more about the environment. So basically, we want to use honeybees as environmental sensors. The idea there is to leverage their incredible range, so the huge territory that they cover and the really efficient way in which they collect pollen, nectar, and other resources from the environment, and centralize them, aggregate them inside the hive.
Oh, that sounds great. And a little bit technical. And how this helps protect our nature and bees? How does this look in reality?
So the first step in protecting bees and nature in general, I think, is getting a more detailed understanding of what's going on in the ecosystems around us and what effects human activity has on these ecosystems. So traditionally, we've relied on conventional methods for studying biodiversity and the state of ecosystems, which are great, but are kind of limited in scope. So they don't scale very well. They don't allow us to cover a huge territory and collect large amounts of data. With novel technologies and systems like the ones we're exploring in these projects, we have new ways of collecting unprecedented data about the environment around us, which we can integrate into our decision-making as individuals, as organizations, or as societies. And we believe this is really the first step. Understanding is the first step to making better decisions.
If I may add something in a language that is, because I'm also not a scientist, so in non-scientific way of saying it, imagine that a bee is covering 3 kilometers in radius every day to collect different samples. And all these samples from hundreds of plants can tell us what is the ecological impact of humans in this area. So next year, the company that is part of this region or the local society, the city or whatever, can say, okay, we have a lack of biodiversity because of agriculture. So we need to plant more diverse species, or we have a lost habitat of a certain animal because of this. We don't see this animal in this habitat anymore. So it's all about making the insights working for a smart and better decisions in the future.
And Zentiva, we're driving a lot of action to protect the planet. This is small steps, but we believe we have to act today for sustainable tomorrow. And from your perspective, do you have for us any recommendation what we can do as individuals to restore biodiversity?
Everyone can contribute. What we built during the years with our programs is basically an easy way in for everyone as individual or every company to contribute directly. When you adopt a hive, you contribute to millions of bees because, for example, you're supporting a beekeeper who has 100 hives. In every one of these 100 hives, there are 6,000 bees. So we're talking about millions of bees, which will not going to exist if the beekeeper decides to stop taking care of them. So this way, it's an easy way for everyone. Also, you can do things in your backyard, let's say, planting more plants, different flowers, herbs, trees, etc. Things that will engage and will make a diversified ecosystem. Also, you can participate in different activities like planting trees, which I know that Zentiva is doing as a company. That's always a great way to make a better environment, but protecting them and having a follow-up with all these activities is critical, because as in the ecosystem, in nature, a single step is not enough. We need steps every day, little by little, and to preserve and support everything that we planted or we did, we need to do it every year, because otherwise it's going to be lost. So small steps all the time is the best way to achieve a more sustainable future.
Thank you very much. I absolutely agree. Thank you very much for sharing this innovative approach. All the best to your project and work, and thank you to being with us. And thank you to all for listening.